Happy birthday to you.
John Halligan knows all about this. He's a devoted dad whose kids always knew they could turn to him for help.
Oh my God, this is so cool! Oh, thank you so much, Morgan.
As a little boy, he was a hugger.
Right. You know, if there's one word that people use the most to describe Ryan was just gentle.
But his son Ryan also had learning and motor disabilities, ones that made him a little more awkward. When some of the boys started bullying Ryan, his dad got him into counseling, taught him self-defense. This girl, Ashley, knows how bad it was because she stuck up for Ryan back then. Gentle Ryan often pushed to tears. One day his dad says Ryan made the mistake of telling a friend about a recent medical exam.
But this was a funny thing to tell the kid, that he got a rectal exam as part of the emergency room visit. But unfortunately, the kid took that information and spun it around the school that Ryan was gay.
His schoolmates jumped in.
They said it was like a feeding frenzy. It was like almost everybody in the school was kind of piling on him, calling him all sorts of names like that. I know he just kept it inside.
But there was an additional wound. Ryan had begun an online friendship with a girl he secretly had a crush on. The girl was Ashley, the same girl who once defended him but had now become one of the popular kids. Along with other girls, she pretended to like him to flirt with him online. How teasing?
Like, we want you and like stuff like that.
Ryan started to believe Ashley might be interested. Then Ashley and her friends quickly turned it all around.
When he sort of got interested, we're like, oh, well, we would never go for someone like you. I can't believe you would think that. Like, really, really cruel.
Like you're a loser?
Yeah, like you're a loser.
Ryan had no fists to defend against that.
And I told him that it was all a joke, and he said, girls like you are the kind of people that make me want to kill myself.
His loving parents had no idea that Ryan was also communicating online with another friend who had intrigued him about an escape from all of this through death. No surprise Ryan was having trouble at school and worried to his dad that his report card would be bad.
I mean, he just went on about, you know, you're going to be so disappointed, Dad. I'm just a loser. I'll never amount to anything. And I thought at that point in time, I just needed to give him the pep talk of his life.
So John Halligan sat his son down and told him he'd help him through this.
He said, Dad, have you ever thought of killing yourself? And I said, yeah, I remember going into my bedroom and just burying my head underneath the pillow and wanting my life to end. And I said, you know, Ryan, imagine if I did actually do that, you know. Look at all the things we would have missed out on as a family.
But alone in his room, Ryan would go back online, communicating with his death-obsessed pen pal, telling him that he was thinking about suicide. That pen pal answered, "It's about time." When his father was away on business, Ryan hanged himself.
I hope I never receive a phone call like this again for the rest of my life. I was never prepared for what I heard on the other end. Johnny, you know, Ryan's dead. Don't blame her for Ryan's death.
John Halligan says he forgave Ashley. He didn't want two kids hurt.
Do you really see her as just what girls do?
I really do believe it contributed to his depression. But that single act or that single person, it's not her fault.
And what about that pen pal urging suicide? The messages were still on Ryan's computer after Ryan had died.
When you look back now and see the actual words, how do you keep yourself from just being a fist of anger?
All I want is to be with Ryan again someday. And I know if I go down that path of holding that fist of anger and doing something I probably would regret for the rest of my life, I'm worried I'd jeopardize that opportunity to be with Ryan again.
And someday, what will you say to Ryan?
I love you. boy, did I miss you.